Yo, what's going on today, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today's video, we are talking about 5 builds that you have to try. They're all a lot of fun. I hope you guys give them a try. If you guys have tried a build like this before or any of these builds, comment down below. What did you think about the builds? And if you do end up trying it, also let me know. What did you think about them? Because I'm very curious. I love these create builds ideas because they're just a lot of fun. Giving you guys ideas for just things that are entertaining to me. I've tried 4 out of these 5 builds and I've had a blast with all of them, and now I'm just gonna have to try this 5th one to see how fun it is.
In my head, it's a genius idea.
So yeah, starting with number 1, full lifesteal Fenrir. You guys have probably heard about this one before. Lifesteal was changed from SMITE 1 to SMITE 2. It used to be abilities were 33% of the lifesteal. For magicals and for physicals, their abilities had no lifesteal unless they bought Soul Leader. I almost said Soul Reaver. Soul Leader. Lifesteal is now a percent no matter what. So if you have 50% lifesteal, every ounce of damage you do, no matter where you do it, you will heal for 50% of the damage that you've done. So yeah, that's the idea behind this build. Also, I moved my camera a little bit out of this corner right here so you guys can see the beautiful stats. Also, the help stuff down here, I guess, doesn't really matter, but mostly to see these beautiful stat numbers. All the way down to 1 shot, pop my 2, 3 a group of people, and heal up almost to full. And this isn't even like a full damage build. This is supposed to be like a solo lane oriented build. Bluestone, Devs, Reaper, Bloodforge, which can pop this whenever, get a pretty big, nice shield also, 530. And then you also have the Shifter Shield for survivability, Eye of the Storm, and Void Shield. You'll be doing a ton of damage, and you will also be just impossible to 1v1. Fenrir's 2 lifesteal is 20%. You get 17% here, so that's 37%. You get another 25 here, and you also get more if they're lower, and then you also get 10% here. So all in all, if everything is the exact perfect amount, you'll be healing 82% of the damage that you do. Crazy. Next up, number 2, the Neath one-shot build. You guys have probably seen this build a billion times by now, but it is a lot of fun. You do a lot of damage, surprisingly, even outside of your ultimate, but the idea behind the build is just be an ult bot and just one-shot people as soon as you see them. 1,400 damage to this Ymir. Crazy. The ultimate is on a decent cooldown of 81%. That's the point of the World Stone, just to reduce that down a little bit, because outside of that, you've got very little cooldown. Deso's going to give you something when you get kills, but that is literally it. We have World Stone reducing your ultimate, and then Deso reducing abilities on kills, but that is literally it. Still very fun, but it is reliant on the ultimate. Next up is my Assassin Ymir build. If you've seen my streams at all, I've played this build probably 5 to maybe 10 times, and I have a blast every single time I try it. It is very easy to play and to know what to do, but you are almost full damage Ymir. But there is some incredible things you can do with this build that are just a whole lot of fun. The reason why this build works is because you're just playing around the movement speed from Gemma Focus. So once you get all your abilities up and you're using them, you're actually a decently fast character. On top of that, Rocket Jump gives you a lot of just maneuverability. Wow, maneuverability. You have a lot of maneuverability around the map with the Rocket Jump. Obviously, your cooldowns aren't going to be this low, but you can make a lot of plays around the map with that. You also have the ability to kind of knock enemies towards you. The real strength of the build, though, is if you are looking to gank a lane, so say, I'm looking to gank this Ymir, pop that Helm of Darkness. You have 6 seconds to get in here. And obviously, you can do whatever you want after that. You can freeze, you can 2 auto. The damage is insane. And then the other thing that's really good with the build is being able to blink full damage with the ultimate. So you actually have a lot of survivability. And your 1v1 potential when you're getting dove is also really good. So if you're getting dove by an actual enemy, maybe your ult's not up, your Helm of Darkness is not up. Just being able to 2 auto, 3 auto. Wall is also another form of CC, which also procs poly. You have one-shot potential on these assassins that are diving, and a lot of them are going blink. So you're not a free kill. The hardest part about this build, though, is team fights, having to kind of work through the enemy supports and stuff like that, but it's still a whole lot of fun. The next build is Perma-Slow Anubis, and the entirety of this build is just utility. It's more of like a supportive build. It can be used in mid because your damage is not that low. This is the one that I've not tried yet, but if you guys do like this one, maybe I tried this one and I put it on the Inbound 2 channel, or I put it on this one if you guys are really interested to see how it looks. But permanently slowing the enemy, trying to keep them from being able to maneuver around also doing enough damage yourself, and just having a lot of survivability also. So as you can see, the intelligence, 345, not too bad. You also have 2 tank items. Essentially, you want to just have as low a cooldowns as possible just to permanently keep the enemies slowed. Gem of Isolation change to make it so it's all abilities, no matter what, no cooldown, or you're just slowing the enemy for 2 seconds. With Chronos Pendant, also having the 1 second off your cooldowns, a 20 cooldown rate on Pendulum of the Ages, and then Gem of Focus having 20 cooldown rate. Your abilities on a very low cooldown. So while yes, you're slowed in this stance, you're getting enough movement speed from the Gem of Focus. Also allows you to move a little bit faster in your 1, and when they start to get out of your 1, you can just cancel it. And then you have your 2 for CC, which also does damage. Unfortunately, it does last barely long enough, so you'll actually have 0.75 seconds of slow with the 2 even after wrapping. Your 3 is also a slow, so 25% plus 15% is a 40% slow. And then at the end of the day, you have your ult to do damage. The Bloodbound Book, when you're getting dove, it just gives you a tiny bit of survivability, a little bit of lifesteal to combo with your passive. The Pharaoh's Curse and the Cesar's Wings are just to control the CC a little bit more, or to control the movement speed a little bit more. Pharaoh's Curse slows their attack speed and their movement speed within 5.6 units. The wings also give you just a lot of movement speed and become slow immune if you're getting chased down or anything like that. But overall, this build is... maybe it's not the best build on the planet, but I will have a lot of fun with this build, and I assume one of you guys out there likes just being annoying, and you'll have fun with it also. Lastly, we got true damage on her. Guys, there is so much that you can do with on her in this patch. The shred on his passive. He's got the support on her build from last year that Genetics kind of came up with. He's a full damage character that does really well. And then he's also got this sick utility build that I think is being completely overlooked. The exact order of the build is kind of dependent. Are you playing against double physical lane, double magical lane? Can you get to the binding? Do you want to play a little bit more aggressive early and go for this Sworn Sword? Either way, this is the essential build. The reason you're ending with Pharaoh's Curse and Shoguns is they both give attack speed and they also give cooldown. So they give you a couple things that you're missing. The last kind of important thing is that Pathfinder gives you... so combining the Void Shield reduction, the binding reduction, the reduction from your passive, and then also the reduction from Pathfinder. Your passive is 20 protections. Pathfinder is 10, so that's 30. Stone of Binding is 15, that's 45. Oathsworn is 20, so that is actually 65 protections just outright you're reducing. And then Void Shield on top of it is also 10%, so whatever they have left, 10% from that. You'll have slightly less magical reduction because you don't have the Oathsworn Sword, and your passive is also only physical protections, but Binding and Void together do reduce magical protections a little bit, on top of also Pathfinder. But just a little bit of that, 138 damage comparatively to when all this wears off. My first auto does 97. So the reduction is insane. You'll be doing true damage nearly to like level 20 to most characters unless they build some protections. This build is going to be absolutely broken. I think it is already really good. Do you have like 100 to 0 damage? Not really. But you have good damage nonetheless. But that is the video. Let me know what you guys think about the builds. Anything that you really want to try or fun builds that you guys have been really enjoying. Make sure you guys follow the channel, subscribe to it, subscribe to Inbound too. Follow me on Twitter and join the Discord so you guys don't miss anything. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.